It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So the Patriots coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Marino. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ryan Shazier in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here we go. It's Marino on fourth down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Shazier able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now Marino on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go.
One last shot for Marino. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The big day has finally arrived. It's the coach who will wear the crown as a Super Bowl champion of the Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's a man who spent 7 seasons in a Dolphin uniform, Ricky Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Williams. And some room to roam now.
Whoosh.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as the #1 quality in what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the ground, this is Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And they'll go on the ground. Plus through the tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Marino. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
He's absolutely a great route runner, and that doesn't surprise me at all considering he had an NFL wide receiving brother in Sterling Sharp that he could learn from. But Shannon did his best stuff from the tight end position as we just saw there.
Boy, he had some great games. One in particular, postseason, January 9th, 1994 against the Raiders when Shannon Sharp tied a postseason record with 13 receptions, although that would later be broken by Darren Sproles, who had 15 catches in a 2011 postseason game. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, blue 45.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Time an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go now. Blue.
Here's a give to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, and no yardage to be found.
Mahomes now to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? Why do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ricky Williams, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Now it's Marino, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Green 90.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here we go. Green.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And Fasano here brings it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a third and about 13. Now it's Mahomes again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. This is brought in at the 21. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Terrell Owens, 64 yards.